the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
And welcome to Phil's Gang. Oh, what a nice day today was. If you knew how to short, that's right. If you know how to short stocks, you'd be happy today. But the problem is, Wall Street never wants you to know how to sell short. I mean, it's just amazing. People have been shorting stocks since the 1600s. Since the 1600s, and yet Wall Street's gotten away with convincing, taking parking space in the heads of Americans. Don't you dare short a stock. If the market goes down, just sit there and lose your money, or better yet, when the market's going down, this is the real good pitch. Market's going down, you're going to be just fine. Everything's okay, because we're going to get you that stock that you bought for $200. You can now buy it for $100. And I'm going to work hard to get that stock for you for $100 too. Really, $100? And people have picked that up. People believe it, that shorting stocks are dangerous. It's more dangerous if you don't short stocks. They give these stories that you're going to lose everything if you sell short, if you bet a stock's going to go down instead of up. How stupid is that when all you have to do is stop the trade? You can even put stops in. So if you decide if a stock's at $100 and you think it's going to go down to 80 or 90 or whatever, and it goes the other way, you just put a stop in, and you're out. They've been lying to you for years and years. Now think about it. How many years, I don't know. I can't count the years. The 1600s. That's amazing, isn't it? It's just amazing. So The first 15 minutes yesterday morning when the market opened up, you lost 1.5 trillion. This morning, before your feet hit the bed, the floor, you lost another 1.5 trillion. What's going on? Where's the soft landing? Don't we have a soft landing? Willie, play the soft landing for me. I thought
The soft landing outcome remains intact.
Oh,
Inflation
good.
continues to be on the right trajectory. Earnings are going to be great.
Oh.
Consumers in good shape. So I think all in all, the soft landing outcome is the most probable.
Oh, yeah. Well, things are great. That really worked out. The soft landing worked out. What a bunch of crap that is. What are you, nuts? Do you know we only had one soft landing? One. Over 60 years. One. And this guy says, what? Play that again. This is going to be a high probability?
The soft landing outcome remains intact. Inflation continues to be on the right trajectory. Earnings are going to be great. Consumers in good shape. So I think all in all, the soft landing outcome is the most probable.
Consumers are in great shape. Yeah. The poor consumer, he's dying. Are you kidding me? I mean, his credit card debt has never been this high. His student loan debt never been this high. His mortgage debt never been this high. It's incredible the amount of debt. And personal spending is showing a huge drop, which means we are going into a recession. Sorry, not a recession. No, we're not going into a recession. We're going to go into something much worse, stagflation. You know why stagflation is bad? Because stagflation, you can't fix it. See, inflation, they can fix, the Fed, the gangsters at the Fed, because they can raise rates and lower rates. But you can't do that with stagflation. So that's why they always lie about stagflation. They'll never tell you we're in stagflation. Never want you to know we're in stagflation because they can't fix it. They don't have a tool for it. They don't have a weapon for it. And think about what they've been doing since 2009. To keep the economy going, all they've been doing is borrowing money. And everybody's saying, look how great the economy is doing. You could have a neighbor that never goes to work. He's always out hanging out at the corner bar. And just give him $5,000 a week. He's doing good too, isn't he? He's doing good. We're spending about $3 trillion a year more than we're taking in. So we're like the drunk. As long as you keep giving them money, we're fine. Everything's fine. As long as you keep printing money, that's fine. This is crazy. You got to learn how to short stocks. There's no getting around it. The first stock was shorted in the 1600s. And it was a Dutch East India Company. That's what I've been looking for here, struggling, trying to find it. So 1600s, a Dutch East India Company. And can you imagine, since the 1600s, they've been lying to you about how bad it is to short stocks? People with 401ks, 401ks are the worst. You know why they do it? You know why they lie to you and tell you if you short, you're going to lose all your money and it's dangerous? You know why they lie to you? Because they want you to be a buy and hold investor. Buy and hold. You ever heard that term? Buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. What's a buy and hold investor? Oh, that's the investor that the brokerage houses grab and convince. And I'm sure you heard this. Make sure now we're going to have 60-40, and you're going to be just fine. You're going to retire. You're going to be wealthy, 60-40. 60 stocks, 40 bonds, 60 stocks. That's worked out for years. It's going to be terrific for you, 60-40. Do you know since 2022, if you are a 60-40, you haven't made any money, and you know that. You haven't made any money since 2022. This bond market is one of the biggest scams. The bond market was never set up for you, to help you on Main Street. It was help municipalities, to help corporations, the CEOs. What does it help you? Now today, everybody's jumping in 20 and 30-year bonds. 20 and 30 years. Symbol for that is TLT. Put it up on your chart. TLT, here, I'll do it for you. Let me put it over, move my chart over here, put it over for you. And also, if you knew how to short, you would have never got caught because you had been watching the small mid-cap stocks. And as soon as the small mid-cap stocks went down and dropped 20%, you would have said, I better get ready to short. That's what we did. I've been saying this collapse was coming since we peaked in February. And I pointed to the August low. And how many times did I do that? Everybody said, oh, he's nuts. He's nuts. See, nobody understands how the market keeps going up. They think it goes up on these things they call earnings. Are you nuts? Even the Magnificent Seven stocks, you know, it's on record now. The first time in its history, they lost money for a whole quarter, losing money. They didn't even make money 1 month out of the quarter. What was I doing before I talked about that? TLT. Here, I got TLT here for you. Now, TLT are the 20 and 30-year bonds. 20 and 30-year bonds. And my God. So, when people get fearful, all you have to do is look at VIX, VXX, and you see where the fear went on the fear meter is almost at 74. The first thing people do is they go and they buy bonds. The second thing they do is they go and invest in Procter & Gamble, and Clorox, and mops, and cleaning rags. Because they tell you, the brokers, oh man, you're going to make a lot of money now because people are going to go broke. We're going to have this inflation, everything's bad, we're going to have this big sell-off. But boy, they need Clorox, they need cigarettes, they need all the cleaning stuff. Buy all, go to Johnson & Johnson, buy all their stuff. There's no place to hide. When you look at the TLT, look at it, I got it on the chart here today, I'm showing you, look the TLT. That's panic. If you don't believe me, here's your TLT right here. Like, see it? Let me put it over here 3 months. Look how TLT is just going up straight up. Now let's put the VIX up. You want to see fear? Look at that's fear. That's out of control fear. Now, how do you know when the crash is going to stop? That's what you should understand. But before understanding that, you should understand what shorting is. Shorting is so simple. So simple. All you got to do, think about it. Let's say there's a stock at $100, and you think that stock is going to go down to $5. So the guy that owns the stock, you just go to your broker and say to him, hey, I want to borrow stock X. I want to borrow it. Can you get your guy to lend it to me? Sure. So the broker goes to the guy that owns the stock, and then he lends it to me. Now the guy's laughing because he thinks I'm an idiot because I think it's going to go down to $5. He thinks it's going to go up to $5,000. He's going to be retired, be a multimillionaire. Well, now I have the stock certificate, but now the stocks go from $100 down to $5. Well, he's screwed, right? He's screwed because now That's my stock. Now I own that stock. And he bought the stock at $100. I bought it at $5. Now, but I got to buy the stock at $5 now. So if a stock drop, if you're shorting a stock from 100 and it goes down to $5, like all these stocks now that are going down, we're shorting, we're going to make more money on the way back up, because all the people who short like me, who borrowed it thinking it was going to go to $5 from 100, I own it now. I have to buy it at $5. So when I go and start buying, the stock price goes up. The next guy, he did the same thing as me. He shorted it. Price goes up. Then you get all the tourist traders. And who are tourist traders? They're dopes. These are people who have no interest in learning. They don't want to learn. These are the people who watch these financial TV shows and mark down every stock they talk about, and they run out and buy it. That's what they do. Run out and buy it. And these are the same people who believe I'm going to go and I'm going to buy a stock that has a dividend, because I've always been told if the stock price goes down from 100 down to 50, I got my dividend, I'm going to be just fine. That's another bunch of crap. Another bunch of crap. There's no place to hide. When the stock market's going down, it means that the smart money already made their money and they're leaving you hanging out there. When the market goes down, that's what it means. It means you lost. You already lost. So how are you going to win? Where are you going to go hide to win? Now, they don't want you to short, because they lose money when you short, because they only make money when you buy a stock. See, when you sell short, you're selling a stock. So they make up every lie they can to scare you to death, that if you short a stock, that you're dead. You're dead. Financially, you're dead. It's so untrue. Then why does Wall Street, why are they shorting these stocks today against their clients? For you people who are in 401ks today and losing a fortune, why are you losing a fortune? Because your brokerage house is shorting you. Talk more about that. Much more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone, learn off of them, one-on-one. Now that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars, but I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro. Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Consumer sentiment has been, relatively positive. Even when not positive, we've seen consumers powering the economy.
Somebody told a lie one day.
What a lie that is. Consumer sentiment is so bad, it hit the lowest since 2022. More than a 2-year low. And they're telling you, you're happy. Now, how do they get you happy? Well, it's called the money supply. The first thing they do is they call the Treasury, the Federal Reserve, and tell them to print all this money up, and they're going to take that money and increase the money supply. All that is, money goes into the bank, so you're happy again, so you can go borrow again. It's been that money supply that's been keeping this market on a roll for 16 years. Money supply. But that's why we can't get rid of the inflation. You understand how that works? Think about it. For 16 years, they've been printing money to make sure your sentiment is up. The worst thing they want is consumer sentiment to be down. Now, the way you get consumer sentiment to be up, the way it used to be, get a good job. A good job. With a good company. A company wants to increase productivity. Because when you increase productivity, you increase wages. You get a raise. You beat inflation. Your family's fine. You got a good retirement. Nobody looks out for you on Wall Street. Doesn't it prove it the last 2 days? The market's down 3,000 and you think Wall Street's on your side? Telling you, oh no, market's going down. Your stock just went from $200 down to $50. Don't worry, you're okay though. Don't worry, you're going to be just fine. There's nobody looking out for your interest in Wall Street. Nobody looks out for your interests. If they're looking out for your interest, they would make sure the 401k.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. You don't pay attention to your portfolio every day.
A way to short it. But here's what they tell you, if I can get the cut to work. Let's see if I can get it to work. Every time, like today and yesterday, when the market's crashing like this, you call your broker, here's the crap you hear if I can get this to work.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day.
You hear that?
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? And people buy into that. And they buy into that. Take a look. I hope you can see my computer. Will they be able to see? They see it now. I want to show you something that's so easy to do. Is to short. Shorting is so easy. Let me show you. There is no reason for you to be losing the money you're losing. This is right here. What I'm showing you right here is small mid-cap stocks. Symbol IWM. These are small companies, publicly traded companies. These are the bread and butter. This is the country. This is the soul, the heart, the brain. If it wasn't for these people, there'd be no country. But our government doesn't take care of them. What they call crowd them out. The government spending $2 trillion a year more than they're taking in. They have to go borrow money. When they go borrow money, interest rates go up. So if you own a little restaurant and you want to add 50 more tables, do an addition, it's going to cost you $200,000, you go to the bank, they're going to tell you, well, we can do it for, 12%. What? 12%? I thought I was just back here a month ago and it was 8%. Well, the government's been borrowing heavy. So the government crowds you out. So you can't get a loan to add onto your restaurant, which means we would have more jobs. See, the government doesn't care. Doesn't care. When they spend money, I forget what was the number the other day they're spending, oh God, I had the number. It was some crazy number during the day. Every what was it? $17 billion a day our government is spending. And the Democrats are angry because the Republicans are going to go and do something about it. There's a whole bunch of lies right there. Well, you can't let the Republicans do that. You can't let them go in and look for the abuse or fraud. No way. If there's 100 people in that sector of Social Security, don't fire them because you won't get your checks on time. What a lie that is, huh? Isn't that amazing? But they keep spending more money than they take in. So, what you look at to find out if this is happening and if your 401k is going to be okay, it's not the spiders, it's not your favorite Magnificent Seven, it's not your favorite, the NASDAQ, it's a little symbol called IWM, small mid-cap stocks. Look how it collapsed. Look how it collapsed. I pointed out on a chart, if I can get that chart to show you. I pointed out on the chart August. This was in February. I said, you watch. Everybody was celebrating. We're going to just get, the market's never going to come down again. And when I used to say, when I used to post on the internet, and I would tell everybody the market's going to crash. You got to be prepared. You got to learn how to sell short. Oh, but I get nasty response, especially on, Instagram. Oh my God. Grande knows nothing, he's stupid, what does he know? Because people hate to be told the truth. They hate to be told they're wrong. People knew at some point look, when you're making $65,000 a year and you have 3 homes, 7 cars, and 3 yachts, you would think at some point something's going wrong, wouldn't you? You'd think, wait a minute, this isn't going to work out too long. And that's how everybody's been living. So this little guy right here, look how it collapsed. And it went down 20%. But guess what they were talking about on the financial shows? Especially on CNBC. Who's that dope on there? That's a girl. She's been there for Becky. The Doris Day of TV. Becky. So smart, Becky. All these people are dumb on TV. So look at this chart here. See, from 2009 to today, the market went up, or before today, and you see the market was up 800%, the S&P, 800%. But it didn't get there on earnings. Oh, they always say, oh, the earnings are terrific, No, there's only a handful of earnings. A handful of earnings. And guess what the earnings are always from? The same stocks, the Magnificent Seven, no more. All the big institutions announced 5 days ago, and that's what they buy, that they're not buying the Magnificent Seven. They're not buying the NASDAQ anymore. But let me show you this here. Shorting is so easy. So easy. And here it is, August, right there. I don't know if you can see this, but August, I said, when the market peaked up here, I pointed down here, see it? I wrote it out for everybody to see. I said, the stock market's going to fall from the peak we're at now all the way to August 2024. That's how far we're going to go. I said, we're going to go down 20%. Let me tell you how easy it is. Years ago, 25 years ago, I've been trading at that time 25 years. So I've been trading for 25 years. So I asked myself, why is it that charts look like Christmas trees. Why is it? One day it's green, next day it's red. And the answer came back to me, it made sense, because if it's green that day, they make the candlestick green. It closed on a high. So now if that day was a good day, closed on it, they make it green. If it was a bad day, negative day, they make it red. Well, that's okay if you're a day trader. I don't need that. I don't day trade. I'm a position trader. I'm in stocks anywhere from 4 weeks to 6 months. What good does that do me? So 25 years ago, I said, can't they just make a chart so you know that if money's going into your stock or if money's coming out of your stock? Wouldn't that be good? Nobody had a chart like that in the whole country, the whole world. I said, this has got to be stupid. All right, we'll design one. We did. Took us 3 years because we didn't know what the hell we were doing. Took us 3 years. 225,000 people have been using my Pro 2 color-coded chart over 25 years because it works. Let me show you. It's simple. There's 2 buy and sell signals. When it's green, when there's a buy signal, the candlesticks will turn all green. When money's coming out of your stock so you don't get hurt, it will turn red. Wouldn't that be nice? You're in a stock and you open up your account and all of a sudden you see on a chart your stock, let's say you're up $1,200 and you look and on the chart it's red. It turned red overnight. Wouldn't that be nice to know? Well, that's what I did. That's what I did. And here's another one. It was green, we were making money. Then all of a sudden, the green starts going down instead of up, which means it's telling you money is coming out. Then it turned red. And look at the short. Look at the money we made shorting this stock here. This was Meta. We made money shorting Meta. I think we made, I forgot, 22%, something crazy. And then here's another one. This one here was Google. When it was green, we were buying it. Then when the green started to break down and turned red, we switched it to selling short. So we didn't lose any money on that stock either. So while everybody was losing money on the Magnificent Seven, my gang members who have Pro 2 were making money. And here, this stock here, this is gold. I told my gang members to buy gold all the way back in January. See, I think we had January. And look what we've done with, now not gold, I'm not talking about the bullion, the stock. And guess what? The symbol's GLD. And when the symbol turned from red to green, we knew to buy. Now, why could we depend on it? Because it's 25 years old. This technology is updated all the time. We have over 200,000 people who use this thing because it works. There's all kinds of knockoffs out there. Good luck to them, okay? They're not the original chart. Look at this. Beautiful. I mean, how can it be hard to short? It's not. But Wall Street hates me. Wall Street did everything they could to stop me from doing this. Here, look at red. Here you go, right here. Here's another stock. This one is Dollar General. All the stocks were going down in the last 2 days, right? Since especially the last 2 days, but since February. This turned from red to green in February. Look at how it went straight up, and it's green. So it told me to stop selling it short because the institutions were going to buy it. Because it turned green, I bought it. So how do you get in trouble shorting? I don't get that. I never got that. It's a big bunch of crap is what it is. So I could go on all day here, all the stocks we shorted. Here's Amazon. Look, it went from green. See, we got in here green. Went up, we're making money. Then it started to turn down, telling us to get out. And then it turned red to tell us to sell short. Look at the money we made on that selling short. So there's no danger in selling short. Where the danger is is not selling short. You're sitting there today with your 401k and it's going straight down, and you ask the people at your broker, what do you do? What do you do? They say, oh, cost average down. Buy more of it. Thank you for listening. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to